Okay, well, I'm guessing you, my beautiful audience, might be saying, why the stairs? But there's a reason as to why I am right here. And of course, I always say that everything happens for a reason. Now, this stairs right here indicates something clearly. I wish it was a live video and you would have told me, but hey ho, I would still go ahead and tell you. This stairs here represents our life, represent your life, represent the hurdles, represent the pitfalls, the challenges you face in life. It should not retire you, like I always say. When you climb one step, you've got another step ahead. Now, in order to get to the ladder, you must complete these steps. So this is how life is. Do not let challenges, do not let hurdles, do not let pitfalls stop you. The biggest challenge is yourself. Always remember that. Try to break the boundary of fear. Try to express yourself. Only then would you know what's waiting for you. And of course, you've not had the voice of Muhammad today. I don't know why he didn't come up and start off. But of course, we had a fruitful conversation. Of course, I'm saying of course, and of course, I don't know why I'm saying that. But hey ho, of course, we had today Isatu Bokum. If you are current, like I told one of my friends today, of course she's a journalist and she does not know who Isatu Bokum was. And I told her, as a journalist, you have to be current. So it's important that you are current. And she is an activist, a girls' right activist, of course, advocating for the rights of girls. But also she is a photographer or videographer. She does film as well. So if you're current, you're able to know what she is doing. And if you followed the program, you realize that I've mentioned that I think it's important that we start recognizing our heroes, our living heroes. We have to recognize those who are doing great. We have to recognize those young persons who are changing the narration, as most people would always say. When we talk about changing the narration, maybe it could be the trajectory in which the young people are going towards is not conducive. And you think it needs to change, the mentality needs to change. You don't just sit and talk about it. You have to be a game starter. What are you doing? Because change, as Michael Jackson says, begins with you. You have to look at yourself and change. You don't just sit and criticize. I always say that we are also the government. And you don't just sit and say the government needs to do this. Yes, everybody has a responsibility. But you don't just sit, fold your arms and start blaming. And you young person out there, do not let fear consume you. Do not let it at all consume you. And of course, Generation Next is a beautiful platform in which you can, always watch. Of course, you can check us on YouTube. Now we are on YouTube, but also you can follow us live on Zoom, and we're also on Facebook. So if you feel like you want to be motivated, if you feel like you want to be inspired, if you feel like you want to be pushed, we are all a couple of young people doing, I would say, great. Of course, these are from feedback that I receive from people. But also, speaking on feedback, I always say it's imperative that we get your review. We get your comments. Let us know where you think we need to improve, because we all have different perspective to certain things. So your perspective matters. Please let them come in, and we will improve. Thank you so much for always following us on our page, our Facebook page. You are a beautiful audience, and until I come your way again, it's a good evening here in Tamala Hotel.